Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another one. It's me, Dylan, D-Man the Voice, reading Am I the Asshole stories on Reddit as I do. If you're here and you're listening and you're engaged, love you, happy you're here. If you're not listening and it's just on the background, love you, glad that you're here. And if you're not listening, well, I'm clearly not talking to you because you're not listening. So, anywho, let's get into this one. It sounds a little bit messy, so we like that. We like the messy. So let's get messy, bitches. Alright, we're into it. We're here. We're gonna read. Let's go. Am I the asshole for telling my best friend her marriage is doomed at her bachelorette party and accidentally getting the wedding canceled? Damn. I mean, this one seems kind of shorter. It's not like a bunch of different paragraphs. It's like one relatively long paragraph. So hopefully there's enough meat in here to justify the read. But I like that title. That title looks nice. This weekend was a disaster. It sounds like it. Tell me about it. I, 27 female, have been best friends with Amy, 28 female, for years. She has been with this guy, Jake, for about 3 years. And honestly, he's a walking red flag. Oh, yeah? How so? He is super controlling, jealous, and always checking her location. See, that's... I don't like that, right? I don't like that. The constant, like, I have my fiance's location because she gave it to me just as, like, a safety thing to make sure, like, she's... in case she goes somewhere and she, like, doesn't know people or something like that, or she goes to a party or, like, a bar or something with her friends or whatever, and, like, she wants me to know where she's at so, like, she's... feels safer. So it's like she gave it to me and whatever, but I don't check it like ever, you know, unless she is going somewhere and like she wants me to, then like I'll look at it, but I'm not like checking it like, are you at work? You said you're at work. Are you at work? Are you actually? And then if she's, you know, whatever, like I don't check it. I don't care. So I always thought that was really weird, being the kind of person, the kind of spouse, partner, whatever, who's constantly checking their partner's location. It's like, bitch, if you don't trust them, why are you with them? That's my thing. And if you've been cheated on in the past, I'm sorry for you, but that's not this new person's fault. So you constantly being up their ass, being like, where are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? Like, settle down. I know some people in my personal life, I'm not going to name them. You know who you are, that do this. Constantly checking their partner's location, constantly, and then getting upset if maybe like plans deviate. They said they were going to be somewhere at some time and they're not precisely at that location at that time. Then they freak out, blow up at them, call them, be like, where are you at? What are you doing? It's like, calm down, bro. Calm down, okay? It's not that serious, okay? If you don't trust them, don't be with them. It's really that simple. If you can't trust, if you don't have trust, you don't have anything. It's just toxic and it's hurting everybody at that point. So if they've given you a reason not to trust them, like they've cheated on you, break up with them. And if they haven't, get over your shit. Okay? Trust them until they give you a reason not to. It's really that simple. Anyway, once he called her 9 times while we were just shopping at Target. Jesus Christ! 9 times? For what? What are you doing at Target? Who are you with? Who are you with at Target? What are you getting? When are you going to be home? Fucking, bro, chill the fuck out. Seriously. Like, 9 times is wild. Unless someone, like, assuming she answered every single time, like, the only reason you should be calling somebody that many times is if you have, like, a serious emergency and they're not picking up, right? Like, somebody's dying or something like that. Some crazy's going on, and they're not picking up. That's why you'd blow up their phone that much. But if she answered the first time, what were the other 8 times for, brother? What were the other 8 times for? You know what I'm saying? Even if she didn't answer the first time, maybe you call her back again if it's important. But I'm guessing it wasn't important. You just saw she was at Target, like, who are you with? Who are you shopping with at Target? Thought she had a side dude at Target. You know she don't have a side dude at Target. Dudes don't go to Target. You had to know. She had to have told you she was with her girls. What the fuck are you doing? God. Amy keeps defending him. Of course she does. They always do. It's really not that bad. He's just has trauma. He's protective. No, as somebody who's protective, that's not protective. That's not what protective is. I'm protective. You know, I look out for my people, but I don't control or track what they do every minute of the goddamn day because I'm so insecure that I just can't not know everything they're doing all the goddamn time. That's so weird. Anyway, Amy keeps defending him, saying he's just protective. Ha! What'd I say? I just exactly. I knew it. I fucking knew it. It's just Tales all the time. It's the same. This dude is the same genre of dude as it always is. Guarantee he drives a lifted truck. Guarantee it. Okay, guarantee he has a shitty blue-collar job and hates his life. He's probably cheating. That might be why he's so much up her ass about all that shit, because he knows he's doing wrong, so he's probably, projecting. That's what we call it, projecting. He's just protective. He's not protective. So he's just protective because he cares so much. Bullshit. That's not what it looks like when you're protective and you care. Like I said, I'm protective and I care. Don't do this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, protective is like, say you're out with your girl, right? And you're at a bar, and some dude, like, starts talking to her, knowing that you guys are together, right? Like, some dude walks up to her, starts trying to holler at her, while knowing that you two, like, obviously you two are together or whatever, and, like, that comes in and starts making her uncomfortable and disrespecting the situation. Protective is what I would do, which is step in between them and make bro leave. That's protective, because she is made uncomfortable by the situation. She's being made uncomfortable by this dude, and I can see that, and he's disrespecting us and our time and her, and so it's my job now to step in and make that stop. That's what protective is, not whatever the fuck this guy's doing. That's weird and controlling and shitty. I hate it. Anyway, okay. He's just protective because he cares so much. Bullshit. Whatever. That girl said, whatever. That's exactly, whatever. Whatever. At her bachelor party, it was supposed to be a fun girls' night, but Jake kept blowing up her phone. Jesus Christ, bro. It's a bachelorette party. Let her be. Hang out with your boys. Have a bachelor party. I don't know, but leave her the fuck alone. God. Texts, FaceTimes, asking where she was, accusing her of acting single. Jesus Christ. Dudes, people, but dudes who act like this, you're not ready to be in a relationship. You're not. You gotta get over this bullshit if you want to be in a successful relationship. No successful relationship has people acting like this. I promise. She kept leaving to call him back, crying and apologizing while the rest of us sat there awkwardly. Imagine making your girl cry on a time that's supposed to be her having a good time with her girl. She's having a party. She's having her bachelorette. Like, she agreed to marry you, bro. What is the issue? God, this is pissing me off. This is a short one, but I keep stopping. It's pissing me off. While the rest of us sat there awkwardly. After about the fourth time she left the table, I just lost it. Hell yeah, friend. Get in there, friend. When she came back, I said loud enough for the whole table to hear, "Oh shit, let's go." What'd she say? She said, and I quote, "You're not marrying a husband. You are signing up for a lifetime of being babysat by a jealous man-child." Boom! Ooh! She said it. She said the part. She said it. She said it to her. That's a real friend right there. That's a real friend. That's what you gotta do. You gotta help your friend wake the fuck up, because clearly she's not seeing what's true. So you gotta help her wake the fuck up. Babysat by a jealous man. Seriously. Good friend right there. Amy started crying and ran out of the bar. Honest to God, Amy sounds a little bit dramatic. To be honest with you, Diane, Amy sounds a little bit dramatic. But I digress. Imagine bawling and running out of a bar. Like, this ain't a Lifetime movie. Settle down. Half the girls followed her. Oh, it's another sentence, but she didn't put any punctuation, so that's why I was confused. Because, like, it said, half the girls followed her, and then it just starts with another thing, but there's no period or nothing. Stupid people. Anyway, half the girls followed her. Later that night, her mom called me, drunk, thanking me. That's an amazing sentence. Later that night, her mom called me drunk, thanking me. Imagine that, getting a drunk phone call from your friend's mom, being like, "Oh my God, sweetie, thank you so much for saying what you did. We've been worried about him this whole time. He's such a dick. Oh my God, thank you so much for saying what you said. You've always been a good friend, you know? You've always been such a good friend to her, and we're so glad you're around in her life and there to tell her the hard things, you know? To tell her the things that she needs to hear. So we're just excuse me. We're just so happy that you're there with her. And do you know what? She's better off. She is. She's better off without this man, if we can call him that. Boy is more like it, you know what I mean? Anyway, sweetie, just thank you so much for saying what you said, and we should do brunch one of these days, just to really catch up. You've always been such a good friend. I'm so happy you're there for her. Anyway, kisses. Bye. And scene. Was that good? Did y'all appreciate that little dive into the world of drunk white moms? I hope so. Anyway, later that night, our mom called me drunk, thanking me, because apparently they have all been worried about Jake, I know it, but didn't know how to stop the wedding. Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, there's nothing you can really do to stop the wedding. I mean, it's her thing, right? She's a grown-up. She can make her own decisions. You can voice your concerns, and hopefully she'll listen, but, I mean, at the end of the day, she's going to do what she's going to do. So, her mom told Amy if she goes through with the wedding, they will not pay for it. Oh, shit. I guess that's one way to do it. Now, Amy has blocked Jake. Good. Moved out of their apartment. Good. And moved back into her parents' house. Good. We like that. We like that. But she also blocked me. What the fuck? She also blocked me for humiliating her. She also blocked me for humiliating her. What the fuck? You're gonna block the girl who opened your eyes to the reality of the situation? To the friend who was honest with you? She was honest with you. She was honest with you and upfront and straightforward when no one else was, and she's getting blocked for that. People really don't want to hear the hard truth, man. People really don't want to hear things they don't want to hear. I mean that sounds obvious, but like, you know what I mean? Like, people too often really do not want you to be honest with you. They want you to placate. They want you to pat their back. They want you to suck their dick. They want you to be on top of things and just be like, oh my God, babe, I'm here. I support you. I love you. But like when they're doing some crazy fuck shit, right? Or acting in their worst interest, and like when you're honest with them, they're like, you're not a true friend, and then run off crying out of a bar. So I think Amy needs to do a little growing up herself. So maybe her and Jake are perfect together. Half our friend group is saying I did the right thing. Half our friend group is saying I did the right thing. The other half is calling me jealous and toxic for blowing up her relationship right before the wedding. So am I the asshole? No. I mean, you could say, I suppose you were the asshole in terms of like, but you were the necessary asshole is my point, right? Like you could say that you were the asshole because, you know, you said the hard thing out loud, you said the quiet part out loud, right? But it's the necessary asshole in that situation. Like I said, this has been going on for 3 fucking years of him being a total fucking asshole. So like, I don't understand the half of the friend group calling her jealous and toxic. Jealous and you think she's jealous? You think she's jealous of Jake like she wants Jake for herself? I didn't get that at all. She's jealous of the hyper-controlling, hyper-emotionally, mentally abusive, and toxic nature of Jake's behavior. Yes, she's clearly very jealous. She wishes she had that for herself. God, I wish I had a man who cared that much about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fucking, that's not, it's jealous and toxic. That's wild. That's a wild take by that half of the friend group. I mean, like, you could say, I could understand it if the one half was like, you know, you did the right thing, the other half was like, you were kind of harsh. I could see that divide. But, like, one half being like, no, you did it right, and the other half being like, you're just jealous and toxic, Becky. Like, bitch, what the fuck? Jealous of what? Jealous of getting abused? Jealous of being controlled and harassed? Yeah, I'm mad jealous. I wish I had that in my life. Fuck. Like, what are we talking about here? Now, in my opinion, the person here is not the asshole, or if anything, they're like I said, the necessary asshole. The person who said the part that needed to be said so that Amy could open her fucking eyes. And also, Amy blocking her for that is childish and a little wild. Because clearly, something rang home because she blocked bro and moved out of his apartment and isn't with him anymore. So, like, clearly some of it rang true. So why are you mad at her for telling you the part you needed to hear? Because she humiliated you? She didn't humiliate you, okay? She was honest with you, as all friends should be. You should be honest with your friends, right? Like, don't be needlessly shitty and critical all the goddamn time. But if your friend is acting in some type of way that is detrimental to them and their life and their relationship and their friendships or whatever, if your friend is acting, y'all know, like, y'all adults out here, you know what fuck shit behavior looks like. And if you don't, you're probably the one engaging in it. And so if you see one of your friends engaging in some fuck shit behavior and you call yourself a true friend of theirs, it's your responsibility to call it out on them. And they may not appreciate it, they may not like it, but it's what you need to do sometimes, okay? Sometimes you need to hold your friends accountable when they are the ones who are wrong. Okay? I get it. Have your people's back, right? Have your girl's back, have your man's back, right? And you do. In a lot of those situations, right? Even if they are wrong, like in the heat of the situation, the moment you have their back in public, and then in private, maybe you're like, hey, you kind of fucked up on that one. But like, when they need to hear something, they need to hear something, right? And I'm guessing this isn't the first time any of her or any of her friends have maybe voiced some concerns about Jake, and clearly she was still going through with marrying him, so it wasn't ringing true. So maybe she needed to be humiliated a little bit so that it would actually register in her head what the fuck she's being put through. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I don't understand. I mean, like, I get it. She hurt your feelings or whatever. You feel like she humiliated you, but she was looking out for you. Okay? She was looking out for you. And clearly, like I said, some of it rang true because you're not with the dude anymore. So, unblock her. Start talking to her again. She clearly has your back as a friend. So, at any rate, I think that's the whole story, you know. I mean, I voiced my opinions on it. Like I said, it was kind of a short one, but it had some meat to it. It had some meat and potatoes in the middle of that. So, one paragraph, but it was chock full of juicy information. I ranted quite a bit about it. So, if you're listening to this, comment on whatever you're listening to it. I'll see it. Throw some comments in there and let me know what you think. Let me know what your take is on this here podcast, this here story, whatever, you know. Anyway, yeah, that's the end of this one. Time to go into the outro part. Yeah. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out and being here and being with me and listening to me read stuff on the internet and doing all the things that I've been doing. You know, at the end of these, I always do the special message, right? And I'm still going to do that. So, today's special message, man, I don't know. It could be a couple fold here, because I usually do special message like kind of in line with the story that we read. I think the overall special message of these things of this one is, one, respect yourself, right? She was being put in this situation with this fucking dude and allowing him to act this way, and for 3 years, just whatever. I was gonna marry this dude with all this bullshit and signing up for a lifetime of this controlling abuse nonsense. And that really just comes down to respect yourself enough to recognize what you deserve. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves to have somebody treat them that way. Okay? Like nobody deserves that. I don't know what's happened in their relationship, if she's done things to make him question her or whatever, and if that's the case, he should have left. But there's no excuse for this kind of behavior. Okay? I don't care what insecurities you got. I don't care what you've been through in the past, who's hurt you, or why, okay? We all got traumas, we all got things, okay? I don't care what all you've been through. There's no reason to treat somebody this way. To treat somebody, to have this controlling ass behavior where they're constantly checking their location, blowing up their phone all the time, constantly need to know where they're at. You know, there's no reason to do that, okay? It's not a good look. It's bad. It's abusive behavior. Okay? It's mentally and emotionally abusive behavior. And you need to stop engaging in it if you want to have a successful relationship. So if you catch yourself getting caught up in these kind of behaviors, right? This kind of stuff where you are constantly up someone's ass, constantly checking their phone, right? Constantly, you don't trust them, you this or that or whatever. You got to recognize, do you not trust them because they're acting in a way that makes you suspicious, or they've done some things or whatever, in which case, talk to them about it, or if you've caught them cheating, whatever, leave. Just leave. If they've cheated on you, just leave, honestly. But like analyze the situation. Really be honest about it. Are they actually doing anything to make you feel this way, or are you just so insecure and have so much trauma in your past that you are now projecting what you've been through before onto this new person who has done nothing to deserve that from you? Okay? You gotta be really honest with yourself. I'm talking to you people now, you controllers, you people who are engaged in this abusive behavior. I don't think you're all bad people. I don't think you're all just shitty and need to control everything in your lives. I think that most of you have been through some stuff, you've been hurt, and now you're trying to avoid being hurt again at all costs, but by doing that, you're actually guaranteeing that the hurt is going to come again because you just can't get out of your own way. I get it. Being insecure, being hurt in the past, having the trauma, and that can be really hard to let that go and trust somebody new, but you have to do it if you want to be successful in this new relationship. And if they hurt you again, if they hurt you, if this new person hurts you too, I'm very sorry, right? But that is on them. That is on them. If they cheat on you, if they hurt you, they betray you, give them your trust and they betray it, that's on them. That's on them. That's not on you. And that doesn't mean that you need to go into the next relationship trying to control everything to make sure it doesn't happen again. Because again, that's the thing about relationships and love, man. It's a lot of times it's a crapshoot. You got to throw your trust in there. You got to trust this person, hope that they won't betray that. Sometimes they will. Hopefully they won't. And hopefully you'll find the right one. But you are guaranteed to fail if you're constantly doing this controlling and jealous behavior and things like that. If you're constantly up their ass, you're constantly checking their phone, you're constantly checking their location, constantly arguing, where you at, what you doing, who you with, you're constantly doing all that stuff, you're guaranteeing it's not going to work, because it may not be today, and it may not be tomorrow, maybe 3-5 years from now, but eventually something's going to give, and that person's going to realize that they don't deserve you treating them that way. Okay? So change now before that happens. Do better. Do better, folks. I was going to get into a whole thing or two about stuff with friendships or whatever, but I think that was a good enough message to everything I just said, so I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out. I'm all about self-reflection around here. Analyze yourself, analyze the way you're acting, what you're behaving, and figure out what you can do to be the best version of yourself. And also know what you deserve and how people should be treating you. Understand how you should be acting and how you should be allowing people to act towards you. That's really the whole thing. I know that sounds vague or whatever, but, these stories, a lot of times I use them as a vehicle to give you more specific examples of things, but what it boils down to is just be honest with yourself about what you deserve and what you need to do to be better, because nobody knows you better than you. So you just gotta get out of your own way and be honest with yourself about your shortcomings and what you're good at and what you deserve. All right? Sermon over. Soapbox jumped down off of. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you. Well, I won't see you. You'll hear me in the next one. Peace.